Hi y'all, Katsumi here. Welcome back to the library. I'm sat at my computer, and I know I low-key said or suggested that there would be less Marie Kondoing type of videos in the near future. However, my iCloud storage recently got really full. In fact, I got an email. I got 2 emails. I think it's whenever you get under 1 gigabyte left of storage, that's when they email you. Because I got one that was like, you have 900 megabytes left, and then a few days later, I got another one that said you have 478.2 megabytes left. I said, okay, I need to sit down and do this. So indeed, I was using 199.5 gigabytes out of 200. I'm only gonna pay $3 a month for 200. Me personally, I'm not a rich and famous YouTuber yet. I don't need the next tier, which is literally 2 terabytes. 10 times as much is a little dramatic. So I said, okay, let me sit down and digitally, I need a clean house digitally. So that's what I did. So as you can see, it was colored orange, yellow, and light yellow. It said, whoa, like you're basically there, you're basically at the thing. Because later it turns to green. It's really cute. It's a really nice touch, a really nice design touch. So it already suggested, first of all, it said twice, like, do you want to upgrade to your plan? Because like you're running out. But no, I'm not gonna pay $10 a month for 2 terabytes. Again, that's too much for for me, just me. The other suggestion it says is share iCloud Plus with family. Right. No, thank you. With all due respect to my lovely family, my OCD when it comes to technology is far too great. Just the level of OCD, the level of organization that I require with technology specifically does not mesh at all with my family's style of how they take care of their technology and use it. I will keep all my Apple stuff to myself, thank you. Okay, so denying all those suggestions for what I could do, I just have to delete stuff. Funny enough, I found an old backup, 2.1 gigabytes, an old backup of an iPad I don't use anymore. Look at that. That's already 2 gigabytes right there. But obviously the main culprit was iCloud Drive, which, to be specific, I might say this in another clip again, but it was all my old YouTube videos, the Lego ones, having all of the clips and all of the final edited versions in iCloud. Yeah, that was the main thing I had to get rid of. However, I did go from least to most. So I started all the way at the bottom of the list and deleted these old games that I don't use anymore. Build Your Palace, Pay by Phone Parking. Why would that even need an iCloud? Like, even though it's only 16 kilobytes, why would that need any data? No need to take up not even 1 kilobyte. There's no need for that app to take up even 1 kilobyte of my cloud. Same with these old games I don't use and old apps I don't use. Something that was annoying was that Apple Books, for example, was broken up into 2, and so was Notability. Notability is like this note-taking app, the one I've chosen. I think it's between like that and GoodNotes, and I chose Notability. Anyways, it was broken up into 2 things. I'm like, can I delete the smaller one, or what's going on? Is it just a naming thing? Because the other one says, I think the other one is just like an updated name. It's like Notability, AI, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, AI and the name is crazy. But anyways, an example of one that was a bit emotional for me to delete was Neko Atsume Kitty Collector. But I just had to come to terms that I have not touched that app in almost a decade. No, just kidding. 5 years at least. No, 3 years at least. Anyways, just no, it's okay. Goodbye. If I'm gonna do it again, I'll start from scratch. Okay, so immediately when I got to more than 1 gigabyte available, it turned green, but I was like, this is still too close. 197 out of 200. Let's keep going. I happened to just spent 15 minutes going through all my pages folder on like this one, and it went from 197 to 196.9. So clearly this is not the source of my problem, and I do know the source of my problem. It's all the YouTube videos I have saved in my iCloud drive. So let's tackle those next. I need to stop beating around the bush and deleting 1 kilobyte at a time. Okay, literally in that clip I said it was at 196.9, and then literally I think taking that clip made it go back up to 197. How ironic. Y'all, here's an example of something that is kind of easy to clean up. Actually, no, it's kind of hard. Backpack. All my school stuff. So what I've been doing is doing quick look. Okay, this one's trash. But I've been just doing quick look and trying to glance at it and see if I have any connection to it. Now, I was trying to play with the old emulator and it just wouldn't open, so I just deleted all my settings. Don't care. If I had actually cared, I would have, or if I had actually played with it recently, it would have been a different story. An old study, I don't need a PDF version. Okay, so a lot of these in here are PDF versions of things that I have. Whoa. In their pages format or in their Word format. Or books I've already imported into my app, Notability app. Okay, these are cute. These are a nice summary of the classes. The degree itself, yeah, I sure hope that's, I'm keeping that. What was this one? Okay, this is the PDF version. I have the real version somewhere else. Once again, PDF version of something I have. Same with this. Same with this. Same with this. Oh, this is good. Oh, these are good. What was this one? COVID was a test to see how far you Okay, yeah, it was a project on conspiracism. I have the real version, the non-PDF version. Chop. No way. When I coded Wordle from scratch. Okay. I think this is good for a backpack. So I'm sure also the trash can itself was taking up a lot of space in iCloud because it keeps files for 30 days approximately before it actually deletes them. Every once in a while, if you delete a bunch of big stuff, just go in and finally delete it, just like I just did. So that was that. That was me clearing iCloud storage. Have you ever almost run out of iCloud storage? How long did it take you? Did you just finally sit down and delete a bunch of stuff? How did you decide what to delete and stuff? I don't know if I made this clear throughout the video, but I had to really sit with myself and, okay, that sounds dramatic. I had to just ask myself the simple question of, will I ever use this data again? Is this data actually necessary? Can I just restart? Is this data stored somewhere else in a better way? Stuff like that. In fact, some of the files on here I still want to delete eventually, but I'm thinking might as well upload them to the YouTube channel because there are projects that I'm actually proud of that I do want to commemorate in some way. Like it's almost like an archive. Hence the library name of this channel. So look out for fun throwback videos of me making a video out of old school projects. Most of them are low-key linguistics, so it fits right in. Digital memory condoing, like I said I would do. I mean, this iCloud kind of forced me to do it like a mini one right now, but I thought I'd still make a video about it. Thank you guys so much for coming to the library. Consider getting a free digital membership to the library by subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy.